Infrastructural works are ongoing in several areas on the west coast of Demerara in Region 3 to allow access to 5,000 house lots which were already allocated in the region. The works, which include the construction of bridges and roads, along with the installation of pipelines, are being conducted by several contractors. Two of the contractors are currently under review by the Ministry of Housing and Water for failure to meet the deadline. One of the contracts was already terminated, while the other contractor is expected to meet with Minister of Housing and Water, Collin, during which a decision will be made on the way forward. These two contractors were doing work in the areas of Lenora and Decandran to the tune of $530 million and $242 million, respectively.
With certainty, we are terminating one of the contractor. We've called in one contractor, because the work that he has to do is hampering three others. And so we can quite simply can't wait until his timeline for completion, and so we have to put mechanism in place to have it done quickly. It's an access proportion of road as well as bridge. Based on the engagement tomorrow, we will make a decision.
On Thursday, Minister of Housing and Water, Collin, visited a total of 5 areas on the west coast of Demerara. Out of the areas, a total of 5,000 lots were already allocated. The owners are expected to have access to their lots between December 2023 and March 2024. Other areas visited include Lenora, Groenveld, Lenora Phase 2, Stroudville, Metermeerzog, and Decandran. The purpose of the visit was for Croal to assess the progress of the works and to reinforce the requirement for completion. At each site, Croal met and interacted with the contractors. And coming out of the discussions, it was concluded that some areas will be completed by the end of December 2023, while others will be done by March 2024.
These works many of them have their challenges, of course, because initially some of the land area to access, we received them from Gaisuko, but initially could not have access. And now that we have clearance in that regard, so they started late. Many of the contractors could not start before we gave them the go-ahead, although the contract was signed. But we've taken all of that into consideration, and that's how we did our evaluation. The contractors also experienced their own challenges in terms of materials, because you have limitation in terms of the quantity of materials that can be placed on the trucks to pass the Demerara Harbour Bridge. So they had to put their own methodology in place. Some of them source sand materials from Essequibo, while some do that from truck it farther away from Hoop End or on the West Bank. When you're tendering for a work, there are a lot of things that you have to take into consideration, and how you getting your materials to site is one of the priority things that you need to know when you're tendering.
The total number of investment in these areas amount to $21 billion, and once completed, it will allow owners to access their lots to commence construction.
Initially, we did have problems or issues of accessing the area, but we have reinforced to the contractors for the necessity for completion.
Reporting for the newsroom from Decandran on the west coast of Demerara, I am Sharda Bacchus.